Yo, what is going on, guys? Pothead here, and a couple things before we get into the video. First, like, comment, subscribe, all the regular YouTube shit. Second, thank you so much for 600 subscribers. Feels like just a couple days ago I was saying thank you for 500 subs, so I super appreciate that. And as you guys know, for 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to start the Shoreline Mafia series. So get me to 1K, and you guys get to hear those stories faster. And the next thing I have is kind of a not so good thing for the channel, but my friends are trying to tell me they don't want to be on my channel, and they don't really like what I'm doing with it. So I had to take down the 18-inch spliff video and episode 1. So yeah, go harass them about it, not me. I don't want to say their names, but you probably know who they are. Anyways, so the story we're getting into today is my closest encounter with the cops, I guess, recently. I don't really know what to title it. I'll probably title it after I'm done making this video, but yeah, it's a long one. So this takes place in the middle of a fucking bender that I was in with Cinto and Willie. This was one of my gnarliest benders. This was when we introduced whippets into the mix. So yeah, shit gets gnarly when those come into the game. So I woke up at noon, as I typically did during this bender, and I got up, went and made some chai, drank that shit, got a little bit coherent enough to go get some greasy ass food to try and get my fucking. It's not like with pills and shit, it's not really like a hangover. It's just like you're super cloudy in the head, so you have to kind of like get back to being yourself. So I like go eat some greasy food, try and, do all the regular shit. And eventually I just fucking watched TV and smoked a bunch of weed. And yeah. So eventually nighttime rolls around. It's been like 5 hours and I've done absolutely nothing. And I'm really trying to get out of the house at this point. So I hit up Willie, I hit up Cinto, and they're like, yeah, let's go do something. So they pull up on me. We have nothing to do, so we just start getting high. Still haven't left my house. We're doing Zans and doing some whippets, and we're doing some 30s. We put a 30 in a soda, snorted some, just having a good night. And finally, at like 9 p.m., we hear through the grapevine of a party. And we really like going to parties around this time because we wanted to hit the parents' medicine cabinets, bro, and get them extras because we had found some drank before this. We had found some K-pins, but this is when we really started doing 30s. So we really wanted to find some 30s so we could do them for free. But we pull up to the house, and we were not invited, but our homie went through the garage and got us in. Keep that in mind. We were not invited. It was a nice-ass house, though. It was like some rich-ass girl's birthday, so I don't know if they were... No, I think it was her house that she lived in. We were walking around, chilling, and Willie breaks off to talk to his skater homies, and me and Cinto just start plotting, bro. We find out, like, where the staircase is to the upstairs master bedroom. Yeah, the stairs to the master bedroom were in the middle of the, like, where the bathroom where everyone was doing coke was, like, in the kitchen where everyone was gathered. So it was between the two most popular spots of the party. So it was kind of hard, but like not too bad because we just waited until a bunch of people went outside to wish the bitch a happy birthday because I guess it was a birthday party. So Cinto runs upstairs while I stand on the stairs making sure no one goes up, and he's up there for like a long time, bro. I'm talking about like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, when are we gonna get out of here? And people start coming back in, and I have to get off the stairs because it just looks sus, bro. So the girl whose birthday it was eventually comes in, and she sees me, and she's like, what's your name? And I'm like, Brandon. I was just like trying to lie my way out of it, and I almost did, bro. Like, she was almost like, oh, Brandon from like third period or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And I was about to make it, and then Cinto just comes like stomping down the stairs with this big old grin on his face, and she just sees this and just is just like, get out. Like, she already knew what time Cinto was on. She was just like, get the fuck out. So Cinto and I walk out the front door, and we call Willie because Willie comes out with us, and because he was our ride, so we had no other way out. Then we're just walking to our car, and like as soon as we're about to get into our car, bro, our homie who opened the garage for us calls us, and he's like, yeah, where you guys going? Like, pull back up. Like, what the fuck? The party's still going on. And we told him the situation, like, nah, bro, we got kicked out and shit. And he was like, fuck that bitch. Like, I'll just come through the back gate. Like, I got you. we go up to the alley, and we go up in the back gate into the backyard, and there was so many people just doing coke in the bathroom and the kitchen that we didn't get noticed for like 2 hours, bro. And we were just partying in that backyard, like getting high, doing perk lines off the table, popping Zans, pouring drink, just with like the like 10 kids who were out there. There were these girls out there, and they were just like looking at Willie Siege one and like, what the fuck? Like they had never seen no type of shit like that before. Finally, this kid who is like a friend of the girl comes out to like get some fresh air from the fucking coke filled room, and is like, sees us, and he's like, oh, you guys got to go, bro. Like, it's non-personal, but I was talking to the girl, and she was complaining about you guys, so you can't be in here. Like, it's non-personal, but you got to go. And we were trying to be like, fuck that bitch, bro, just let us stay, because at this point we were having a good time. We didn't have anywhere else to go, so we were just trying to turn up. And as we're just arguing with this kid, and I just hear like the faintest siren in my ears, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I see we were on the backyard of this house, which was all surrounded by bushes, so it was like you couldn't really see anything besides, like, if you looked through the bushes, like to the right, you could see like a little bit past where the garage was of the front of the house. And I just saw some red and blue flashing, and I already knew what the fuck was going on. So I just tapped Cinto, and I'm like, yo, cops. And he just grabs Willie, and we're just fucking out of there, bro. Like, we just hopped the back gate, and the kid's just staring at us like, yo, what the fuck's the deal? Like, where are you guys going? Because we like, we almost got back into the party, and he was like, what the fuck, As we're walking down the alley from where the fucking back gate was of this house, bro, these two people put flashlights on. They don't say anything. They're behind us. It's like while we're halfway down the alley. These two bright-ass flashlights on. We don't hear anything. It's just illuminating us super hard. So we're like, that's for sure cops. So we just ran because we were super high and scared and paranoid, and we all had a bunch of shit on us that we would not want to get caught with. So we all just like split up, and I ended up in this random-ass cul-de-sac, and Cinto ended up like a house down from me, and Willie ended up like a house down from me. It was super weird, bro. We all just like kind of gravitated towards each other. But no one chased us, and I still to this day don't really know what that was. I don't know if it was people like trolling us or like, well, I think it was for sure cops, and they just didn't want to, like, it was only 3 kids. They wanted to just get to the actual party where like people were actually gonna have a bunch of busts. So the craziest part about this whole shit was, first of all, Cinto stole a fucking something. I'm not gonna say what, but we didn't get any drugs. But the fucking the dad of the girl whose house this was the sheriff of the county that we live in. So we did not know that at the time. Otherwise, I don't think we would have gone into the house. But luckily, there was so many people that got in trouble in that whole like big bust of like there was so much coke and drugs there that weren't ours, that we didn't hear anything of it, because I guess when they checked the camera footage, they just didn't even bother about the one kid who went into the master bedroom. But yeah, so that was the closest time I've been to almost getting arrested. That was like a couple months ago. And yeah, if you guys want more stories of that bender, that's what I was gonna make a series called Oxy Oligarchy or some shit like that. But yeah, if you guys want that, let's get like 200. I got you guys. I'll start that. I'll do the first episode tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.